Goodbye, Teacher Tired. 5 ways to doing fewer things better. I recommend this free 5-day challenge. Just go to coolcatteacher.com/challenge and stay tuned at the end of the show to learn more. Allison Starling shares with us her professional development secret for getting her teachers excited about technology in episode 401, Top Chef, Cooking Up Instructional Greatness with Fun PD. Now, I do have to admit that I adapted her idea for something I'm doing at my school called the Christmas 3. Yeah, it sounds like Christmas tree, but it's actually Christmas 3. And the goal has been for every teacher to try 3 new things between Thanksgiving and Christmas. And it has been so much fun. I'm so proud of all the teachers and how many people are trying things. And I have these cute little Christmas trees that one of my friends, Renee, at the school made. And everything they try, we're putting as a little bitty Christmas ball on the Christmas 3 tree that they've tried. So you can walk by people's rooms and see what they're using and talk about it. And we've had so much fun. So this is a fantastic idea that you can adapt in your school. Top Chef, Cooking Up Instructional Greatness with Fun PD.
The 10-Minute Teacher Podcast with Vicki Davis. Every weekday, you'll learn powerful, practical ways to be a more remarkable teacher today.
How can we build collegiality with our colleagues and have a culture of mentoring? Allison Starling is a director of innovative learning in Austin, Texas. So, Allison, where do we start by building a culture of mentoring?
A lot of times, whenever it comes to building a culture of mentoring, it really takes modeling the way in a leadership position. I'm very open that I am mentored by other leaders. And so showing how I learn from other leaders a lot of times kind of sets the precedent that, we never stop growing, we never stop learning, and everyone can continue to grow their craft. And so definitely model the way from the top down on everyone's here to learn, everyone's here to mentor and be mentored. Everyone has a story to tell. I like to make sure that whenever we are building our culture of mentoring, that our teachers that have a lot of experience are also learning from teachers that are brand new to the field, because those teachers have the freshest professional training from, college or their teacher prep programs. And so it's a two-way street. We both are having mentoring from both ends, be it experiential or have it being from professional training fresh to the field.
So how do you spotlight that? How do you bring that out for people to see?
One of the greatest ways that we have been building this culture of mentoring is doing this little game we call Top Chef. And I purposely execute that time. I call it a PD event towards the end of April, May, because that kind of seems to be where there's a bit of a lull with instruction, like people are beginning to wind down for the year. And I found in my experience that there's this pocket of time where teachers are pretty much open to trying anything because they feel like they can take the risk and it's okay. And it's right before Christmas break and right before summer break. And so I was like, man, what a good time just to kind of throw in some new strategies and new things to do. And so we do Top Chef, where I give them challenges each week, and they have to complete one of them and either take a picture or make a video. And we use Google Classroom as a means of faculty communication and collaboration. So they post it to Google Classroom, and I put everyone that entered that week. It's not required. It's definitely just for fun. I put everyone into a little drawing that week, and I draw one name to win a gift card to, a coffee, Starbucks or something.
Yeah.
And so it really helps people see the idea of maybe it's an ed tech strategy, or maybe it's a new way of conducting classroom discussions, and just see these new mixed with old strategies and how they're implemented in different classrooms. Because we are a pre-K 3-year-old grade level all the way to 8th grade, it's really nice to see the wide variety of how things are implemented, because our classrooms have different needs and different students in them. And so it's interesting to see how pre-K 4 executes a certain strategy that is turned around and may look something a lot like that happens in a seventh grade classroom. And so it's just interesting to see how the different strategies take place. And then the teachers actually go in and they look at the pictures and they're like, oh, that's how that person did it. Or that's a really good idea of how to do that. And so it kind of takes the place of like doing a formal observation or something like that. It's just sharing an idea, just like, here's what this looks like in my classroom. I do add some wild card challenges in there where they get to pick their favorite strategy from whenever. So it could be something that they learned when they first entered the profession, or something that they picked up at a professional development, something tried and true that was passed down to them, and they try that. And that brings brand new, fresh ideas into the situation and this really unique, gamified, low risk, low stakes professional development event, if you will. And it keeps the energy going too until summer.
So how long do you run it?
I honestly do mine for about 5 weeks, 5 to 6 weeks. So that's just, 6 sets of challenges. I send them out on Friday and they have to be posted by the following Friday at noon. I draw the names right after that. And then I post the new challenge by 3 p.m. that Friday. So, and then whoever wins, they get a picture taken and we send it out on our outward facing media and our inward communication as well. They get the gift card. I have little badges I make for them in Canva. I just made up some cute little badges and they actually put them on the doors if they win or participate. And I found, when I first started this, some of the teachers were a little reluctant. They were late adopters on some pieces of it because, they've got a lot going on winding down the school year. But once I started putting the badges on the door and like teachers being able to like show like they're participating in this and they're choosing to grow their craft, like that's whenever more people wanted to jump in. They're like, oh, I want a door badge too, and I was like, great. So it was really kind of like a bit of a catalyst to get a lot of folks joined in.
Fun. So the win is just you drew their name, but they had to participate to win.
Right.
Or do you have points for those who participate all the way through for the whole thing?
No, there's been, I've thought about having like some sort of like build up because there are some teachers that'll like participate all 5 weeks and they still wouldn't win the drawing at the end of the week. And I was like, man, maybe I should do some sort of grand prize drawing, like however many times you participate, I'll do a 6th prize or something, But as it is right now, like every teacher can participate every single week and be, they could have their name drawn every single week and win, 5 times. It just, it's not necessarily like a point system, whereas I just want everybody's participation and sharing of a strategy to be celebrated. So they each get an entry.
Fun. So you just call it the Top Chef.
Top Chef, cooking up instructional greatness.
Oh, cool. So now where can people find more about how you're doing this?
It's posted on our website, www.sgs-austin.org. Under Innovative Learning, we talk a little bit about Top Chef there. For sure, anyone can reach out to me, and I'm more than happy to share the slides and such. Like I have pre-made badges and pre-made challenges all ready to go. It's super simple, but I think it's just something that, you can copy somebody's or you can come up with your own version of it. For sure, we have definitely catered this to be something that is conducive to our campus. But, we're a very small private independent school in Austin. If you're doing something district-wide, I think it would take on a different look. Mm-hmm. And so for sure, just, start small and then see where it goes. But for sure, just reach out and I'm more than happy to share what I have.
Fun. So I'm intrigued by this and I'm going to be taking a look at this because I think that it makes a great point about those 2 times of year, the time right before Christmas break and the time right before the end of the school year, that those are times that teachers are willing to try new things. So, and I think I'm going to be trying that too. Thanks, Allison.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, like it's really cool to go through the school year and like grab a strategy like, oh, that looks really good, and like save it for the time whenever it kicks off here in the spring. So yeah, and the teachers also at this point, we'll be doing it for the 3rd time this year. They start asking me when it starts. Like, so when are we starting that? Like, I'm ready to go. And I'm like, whoa, okay. And they have their own like team talk in the lounge, like, oh yeah, like I'm going to post the best strategy ever. And I'm like, yes. So
okay.
Like I work with the coolest people. So
awesome.
Yeah, they're super fired up to go.
I love that. This sounds like such a great PD event. And I also like the title, having a PD event, because we know that embedded learning and innovating like a turtle, moving forward slowly but steadily, that's what works. Thanks, Allison. I don't know about you, but I am such a busy teacher, and I know that you are too. What if I told you that in 5 days, you could be more productive and have some great tips to make your classroom more efficient? Well, that's what I'm recommending today, is the Goodbye Teacher Tired 5 Days to Doing Fewer Things Better Challenge from my friend, Angela Watson. She is sort of my productivity guru, and I am so glad that I have participated in her 40-hour work week and learned so many of her tips and things that can make my classroom better and do. So to get this in your inbox, just go to coolcatteacher.com/challenge and learn more about it. Sign up with your email, and you'll get information on how to join the free challenge.
Thank you for listening to the 10-Minute Teacher Podcast. You can download the show notes and see the archive at coolcatteacher.com/podcast. Never stop learning.